Happy New Year. That's where we're going to start at. Last year, me and Storm had a really busy year waiting for parts, trying to get everything together. We went down and saw family.
Just a lot of unplanned things as well. Just spontaneously decided to go to Tamworth, made my car look like an ugly ducky.
So if you're Australian, you understand that in Queensland, we get hammered for our cars, but not like they do in New South Wales.
Yeah.
So conveniently, she's bagged in the rear, which
You would have
that
seen.
was a surprise. But anyway, we'll put that video up at some point. I think most
that
people
video
that
will
follow
be up,
know, but we will put that video up.
Yeah.
What did we have to do to it? We had to
I have to lift the front. I had to
make it quiet.
Well, for one, it's all straight pipe, no cats, so we put the old mufflers back on, so at least if they
It'd be somewhat
looked under there. But they did have fucking dump valves on them.
Yeah, so it's still kind of loud.
Which was stuck open anyway.
We lifted it to like 90 mil-ish. It still wouldn't have been legal. But I'm pretty happy we lifted it because driving down to Tamworth from here at the Goldie is just
yeah, now my radio too, now if I hit a certain bump, it cuts out. And so there's something wrong with that we've got to look at.
Holden.
My car is going to have to probably pulled apart and looked at. Obviously,
we've got
two builds actually going on, but the main star of the show has been obviously this one here. So we've got 2,000 horsepower barras sitting in the shed and Stormy has been neglected. But that's okay because these will be faster and these will be funner.
Yeah, well, eventually there is big plans next year for that car.
Yeah.
But we do have to get this one and this one out of the way. So this one, I'm waiting on parts to come in. So I got to get some front guards and stuff and order the wrap so I can at least make it look pretty on the outside for the filming purposes because it
looks like a shitbox from the
it kind of looks like a shitbox, and I've spent a lot of money on it, and it just still looks like a shitbox. But Driveline and Arsene, I have found a guy down in Melbourne, I think they are. But obviously, like GJ, they're called GJ Drivelines. Yeah. They're going to do my Driveline, of course. Everyone goes through them. They are perfect. The one we got for this car is amazing. The whole reason I hadn't ordered the Driveline yet is because I hadn't decided what Arsene I was going to run in the ute, whether I was going to go 9-inch or whether I was just going to go true track. I don't have 9-inch money. So
yeah, we figured that out pretty quick.
I'm going to go true track. So wrap, Driveline, Arsene, oil, bang. That one can go to dyno. This one, just about every single part's here for it. We have just not had the time. We've had other customers' cars that have been here. We still have other customers' cars here. We have a Club Sport that we're working on. We have a Caprice we've just finished doing.
Had a lot going on, basically.
Whole interior. It's been a busy end of the year.
So yeah, we've been a bit MIA, I think, with posting the videos. So up to date, obviously the car is fully wrapped, the interior is fully clean. We've done the Starlight, the Alcantara. You've seen all of that. Final touches, just painting up all the grills, painting up the. Did we do the ICC?
Yes, yeah,
we
painted
did.
the ICC.
Painted up ICC. And then obviously...
put the Heltec on. And the motor's in there. So in the time where we were working on other cars, on the spot, next gen sent him over. He loaded it straight up, straight in the car. Awesome young fella. Brought it straight over here, hand-delivered it to me. Even helped me and Jordan lift it up and out. So awesome. Next gen, love you, brother. You fucking pulled this off, pulled that off. Hand-delivered it to me. And I'm so grateful for that because I had no vehicle to pick it up at that time. Stormy's car is not the greatest. Have things put in the back, even though it is a ute. It's longer.
It's not for the purpose. It's for the
look. A work ute.
It's not for the purpose.
So we're very grateful the Next Gen hand delivered this to us. Me and Jordan got bored. The turbo's not really on there. It's got 2 manifold bolts holding it on place, and then we put a turbo on, obviously just so we could see it in there and take some photos or whatever. That's got to come back off. The proper titanium studs are got to go on. I've done the fuel rail and all the wiring stuff off camera. It's so time consuming, all the wiring, working out sensors, all that kind of stuff. So all that's been done. Obviously the intake manifold's on, the belt's on, the radiator's in. A bunch of things we did and we didn't film last year. We were still learning this whole process of filming, editing.
I mean, we still kind of are.
We still kind of
Everything we do is self-taught. He's teaching me half the time and I'm teaching him stuff half the time.
And then we're also learning how to do this.
And then we're putting it all on camera for you guys. So that's just an added bonus.
And I know a lot of people think that we've done all of this before because it comes up nice or whatever. But we quite literally haven't done any of this. That was the first car we'd ever pulled apart, tinkered with, done wiring, done all of that stuff, and we managed to pull it off and it started. And so we thought we'd do another one and show you guys that even if you've got no mechanical backgrounds, like I'm a concreter, she's a Harvey Norman manager, like we have no experience in this. We just decided that we want to do this. This is our passion and we're putting it all into it. So this year, we pretty much just want to show you guys more of that. I feel like last year we were too stressed about it all and trying to like script it and just like putting too much pressure on it, where we just need to be like natural about what we're doing and show you guys that, like, you know, we're just two idiots in a garage that
figuring it out as we go.
Figuring it out. And meaning that like you guys at home can do exactly the same thing. But from here on out, it's all just shiny, nice parts. There's no more boring cleaning, no more...
It's basically the race is on. We got to try and get both of them done at the same time because we do want to get them at dyno at 100%. The same day. So
because a lot of people ask me why I put this one on the back burner, and honestly, this car I've had my whole entire life, the Ute, and since I got into cars, and I don't know, I just go through phases with it where I guess, I don't know, I get overwhelmed by it and I just put it to the side and then I come back months later. So that's why that one's taken for ages. So we bought this thing to have a crack at, you know, doing everything from the ground up. And then again, because I'm doing this thing, I neglected that thing. So,
and then also starting up the business, like my car's been neglected, your car's been neglected.
Yeah.
Customers' cars have been put forward, social media has been put forward. So
we just like lost track of the things that are important to us. But we better get cracked into it anyway. So that's us all caught up to now. We're sorry if our videos have been a bit ordinary. As I said, we're learning. So from here on out, we're going to try and do better, do more voiceovers, just be more interactive with our videos, and just stop being nervous little in our shells, because we're actually like not outgoing people. So this one today, just to finish off this video, because a lot of it's obviously been talking, but we'll get cracked into this car. And yeah, thank you very much for being a part of our channel, and thank you everyone who has subscribed. Please subscribe if you haven't already. The likes, subscriptions, they go a long way to making us know we're doing the right decisions.
Yeah,
you know,
that we're on the right path.
That we're on the right path, and it just shows a lot of support. So far, we have heaps of subscribers that we didn't think we'd even get to that level. So we appreciate every single one of you guys.
Never thought I would be on my own. I had to delete all your pictures on my phone, but I really want you closer. Still I had to cut you off like I don't know ya.
What have you been up to, Storm?
You would have seen that I've just plugged everything into the Heltec because only one plug was actually plugged in. So unscrewed that, plugged everything in. That's all now done. Ow.
There's a hood there.
I'm not used to a hood being there. We've only just put that on.
Yeah, we should just cut that off to the end.
Anyway, there was a couple little sensors at the back of the block that weren't plugged in as well, so you couldn't really see when I was filming, but that's what I was doing back there. The last little bit is this. So Aeroflow make a engine loom adapter because obviously this was an NA. So NA to the MAF sensor didn't plug in. So that's where this comes in. Goes into the turbo or a 5-bar. Is it called a 5-bar?
Yeah, so you do like a 5-bar MAF sensor.
But basically, we're not doing that. We're just using turbo on, so I think it's that one there that doesn't get plugged in.
Yeah, we're just hiding somewhere.
We just plug that into there and that into the MAF sensor.
And so that just connects it all. So that was the last of the wiring stuff, I think. I think all the rest of it plugs in.
Yep.
The dash that just arrived.
And then we just got to put the vacuum line into the brake booster. All of the little
condenser. So the aircon condenser lines. Storm needs to put those on yet.
Yeah.
We keep forgetting about them.
I forgot about those because they're hiding down.
I think we have a vacuum. Yeah, we have a vacuum line that we have that needs to plug into there, and then a vacuum line from that to down there. So we're gonna plug that in. Then there's one more little sensor I think that plugs in down there.
I don't know. We'll find them as we go.
Storm knows nothing about barras, and I strip this thing basically myself.
So I'm just,
She's like, where's this plug gone? I'm like, well, you just got to rotate it within like, 150 mil of where it is, and it's going to be somewhere there. But I think she's done a good job. Everything is in, so... So it's run late into the night again. Like it always does. But we've finished up most things on that side, other than obviously the fuel lines to the rail haven't been made up. So with the barriers, when you go high horsepower, high boost, it's always best to dual feed them. At least that's what I've been told from the tuner. So that's what we're going to do. So me and Storm's never done these before. These are a prick of a job. If anyone of you guys have done these before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know there's like a special tool or something you can use for this, but I just manhandle that bitch on there. Get it on there. So anyway, we're going to manhandle that bitch on there. So we'll speed up all that boring stuff. We might do a little bit of talking to it, add some music, whatever. But our mission now is to get all these little fittings on. So we're going to put a 90 on each end and then cut it to where we need it, put the straights on it for the dual feed, and then it is a different size for the fuel pressure regulator. So because it's Aeroflow, apparently they run a different size. It's a -6 instead of a -8 to the fuel pressure regulator. Everything online and AI tells me that I can do this.
Sorry, I just saw a jumping fly. Sorry.
Australia. Australia. But I don't think I can. So, if anyone else knows better than me, please leave a comment whether this is a bad idea. Because if so, I'll just change it to a -8 or fuck off the Aeroflow fuel rail altogether and chuck it right in the bin where most things Aeroflow belong at this rate. No, I'm kidding. All their fittings and stuff have been good. Everything else has been pretty good. We're using all Aeroflow fittings. All of it's been pretty good. This is probably the only Aeroflow thing I've run into where I've been like, I don't know if that was the best idea, but we'll see how it goes. Right, so with camera up, me and Storm have tightened all these up. You saw us make them all. They're always a prick. Storm's never made them before, so she did an awesome job. She made the little guy. So I thought I'd put this big guy on first. The way I've designed him, if he works the way I want him to. I have done this a few times and it's not then worked, and I'm like, oh, God damn it, where did I go wrong? Right, so I've changed the fitting now to a straight, which is screwing straight on. So it turns out I might have just had the wrong fitting for what I was trying to do. So that's that one. If that rotates like that, I'm just going to get him to screw on. So now the reason we dual feed the rail is because these barrows are so long. The tuners advised me and said basically what happens is if you feed it from here, these 5 injectors before this one here will drink all the fuel and this one will lean out, and then obviously vice versa. So by feeding it at both ends, the pressure's coming through evenly and then getting regulated by the regulator through the middle, so that the pressure in the rail always stays consistent, or at least a lot more consistent. So that's on. That one down there we will do up when we get to that point. What I'll probably do is get a clamp or something to be able to join those two together, which will make that look neat. And now I just get the little one that Storm made up. And I think I might put it onto this end first. Is it the back of the rail here? And this is another thing. So this Aeroflow rail, they've done this very wrong. As in this plug here on the back of the barrow now interferes with this connection for this at the end of the rail. So it makes this a lot more difficult, where the Raceworks rail, this was a piece of piss. We did not struggle at all. Alright, so I've got that one on. I need to do him up. But as you can kind of see there, that sensor plug interferes with the end of the rail now. And every time I do that up, it's clicking against this sensor. Like this whole rail, even where they've put this in the middle, it should be here. Like this is all wrong. This whole rail is wrong.
It just interferes everywhere.
It just interferes with everything. I don't know who designed this fuel rail, but redesign it, man. That's fucking useless. To the point, actually, I would never buy one of these for a barrow again. I really, really like the manifold or the intake But this rail, horrible. Completely horrible design. It's almost like they didn't even think about it when they were putting it together, or they never assembled it onto a barra first. But we've got that one on there. It needs to be done up as well. And then the bottom side of that shell, just plug into here. That, I think I have got that one to bite. Sweet. Now we do them up to the fuel rail. I'll do them up when I jack the car up tomorrow because I'll be able to get them from the ground easier. So that's the dual feed done. We'll tighten these up and I'll do the middle one to the regulator. So this guy here's got to come out. I need to change this to a -6 and I have my -6 line ready to make up to that. And then that's the fuel system all done and we'll move across to the hot side tonight. All right, so we have been working all day on getting the fuel system completed, plumbed in, throttle bodies on, bunch of wires and stuff connected to where they should have gone. Note for self, like I did with this car, I should have just done it when the motor was out.
Anyway, you've tried both times now, so you know which one's easier.
I definitely know which way to go. Put the wiring on when the motor is out. It's so much easier. Everything's so much easier. Put the wiring on, throttle body, everything that we just did today that took a day to do it while the motor's out. So much easier. But so now I'm on the fun stuff. This is the side I like. The hot side's so much easier. I got all this nice fucking cool, expensive shit at my feet here, which I'm absolutely in love with. So I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll start with what we're putting on first. So obviously, brand new exhaust manifold gasket to go on. This is a SDF, manifold that they have made for us. This thing is gorgeous. It was the longest waiting thing we had to wait for out of every single part we ordered for the car, but well and truly worth the wait. These things, unreal. Welds are great. Screamer just goes straight on. So we'll put this on first, and of course to attach this to the head, we're gonna need some good hardware. So I've been down to Race Car Engineering. I think that's what they call themselves, Race Car Performance Warehouse. Sorry, guys.
Is that right?
I've been to too many shops. And they have these titanium studs. They also, so somewhere in here, there's shorter ones. So they got these little shorter ones and then these longer ones, which make it so much easier if you have a 6-boost or one of these SDF manifolds. The short and long set is so much easier. These are very important. Barras, if anyone of you guys own a barra, you will know all about the fact that just about every week you have to do these up. Don't know why. So hopefully this stops that problem. I've got these running on that car. Now I'll put them in on this. Fucking let's get cracked into it. I love opening all this new shit. That's probably the best part about building cars. I get to open all of this stuff. The only problem is I got to open all these individually. And this brand new gasket goes on. The best part about all of this is it's all like brand new, nice parts. Nothing's oily. Like, look at my hands, clean. I've been working on this all day. Please be my friend. There we go. It's on there enough. The thing will clamp it on. So if I just get 2 of these ready, now I can put this beauty in place forever. And this will be a note to anyone else who ever does this, because every time I put one of these on, I forget this. Always put this rear nut on first. Because if you forget it, you can't get it on afterwards. And the amount of times I had to undo the whole entire thing just to get that nut to go on. All because I forget it.
Drop it.
Shh. See that? Nice, healthy, new threads. I love new stuff. Sweet. So now I won't bore you with all the little stuff. I'm going to put all the nuts and everything on and we'll then come back to the fun stuff. All right, day 2. I'm working on, I don't even know what we decided to call this thing. Like, I don't even think it really has a name. Diablo? Diablo. But anyway, so day 2. So we've tidied up all of this stuff. The exhaust manifold is on. All of the intake stuff's on. The fuel stuff is all finally finished. There's one more sensor I need to plug in onto there. I just recently learnt that the Heltec wants a 3-pin oil pressure sensor, and the 1-pin just isn't going to cut what we're trying to do. So I need to order them for both my cars, because it turns out I don't even have it on the other one. So I need to do it for that one too. We worked out in that process too that the MAF sensor thing that we spent ages trying to figure out to make sure that plugged in, it's going to be deleted anyway. So there's no point in having that, because we have the 4-bar map sensor. They'll just do some density, something they call it. They delete it and they do some density thing to get that reading. But anyway, we're on to the next side of things. So as you can see, this the only thing that is going to be stock, I guess you can say, that's going back in the car is the gearbox, but it's a TR6060, so we should be completely fine. MPC have sent us out a clutch for this car. They sent this out ages ago to us. This is a twin plate clutch, it's a 1300 horsepower rated. This thing is unreal. It's been in lots of different cars with high horsepower and has done and performed extremely well. It can take an absolute hiding, just about anything you can throw at it. This thing will take it. So this is going in it, of course. I'm going to run MPC clutches in all of my cars. It's already in my drag ute. Storm's car needs a clutch, so Stormy will run it too. Pretty much all the customers' cars I do now, I put these clutches in. MPC clutches are just the bomb. These are all rebuildable clutches as well. So if you fuck it, you can send it back, fix it, all good. So it comes with all its little bits, flywheel, clutch plates. There's 2 of them, plural. So clutch plates, all the little bolts. I believe these are ARP bolts, new spigot bearing, whatever you like to call them.
Don't do that. I think this is much better than the clutch, to be honest, but we have got a custom driveline built from GJ Drivelines. I'm sure most of you people with high-powered cars know who these guys are. As you can see, little old me, it's so light. I don't think I'm game to hold it with one hand like Coop is, but, you know, it's light. It is rated to, I think, 1500 horsepower as well, so that'll be plenty for this car. Then we also obviously got the diff made up. Coop can't remember where that was made from, so I don't know the guy's name.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name who made this diff, but it's a true track diff that has been made up for us, all brand new. Everything's been redone, refurbished, ready to go. And then obviously the IMS diff hat that we've got to install, and it's got all the hardware and stuff. But to do that, to make that fit on, I'm going to have to do some welding to the battery cradle of that thing. So that will be a later on job. But today, we're just going to get this clutch in, gearbox in. Right, so you're going to hear me talk a lot about this clutch because I fucking love them. I love these clutches. And you know it's serious when Bogans have got gloves on. We got gloves on. Now, I don't need to remember how this comes apart. Luckily, I'm filming it, but it's normally pretty bloody easy to figure out on this one. Oh, it's just heavy. So, as you can see, beautiful quality. Every part of this thing, I just love these clutches. The clutch plate. Now, by the looks of this, it has Exedi branding on it. So I'm assuming they use Exedi for their plates, which is an interesting one. But this is why they rattle, because they're noisy buggers. Bang. This plate comes off. And this plate here is the reason they bite so damn fucking hard. That little gnarly guy there is the whole reason. Like the minute we take the clutch out, bang, it's just on. It's just unreal. But that is just such a nice bit of kit. All billet, just big springs, This just looks like a clutch a man would put in his car.
And a woman.
One day.
Huh?
One day. When I open parts like this, I don't know if anyone watched that show. There was like this Aussie show, or no, it wasn't Aussie. It was an American show back in the day, and he'd be like, yeah. You remember that, like the Tool? What is his name?
I don't know what his name was, but
Tim the Tool Man. Tim the Tool Man. Every time I open shit, I'm like, this is just manly. But so we're just going to speed up me and Storm installing this. On the other car we did it first, and then if anyone's ever watched Far Enough Back, there's a video of us completely failing doing that, because turns out barrows don't fit in FGs with a clutch on the back. And I know that some people probably pulled it off or whatever. We got it in, but this
not recommended.
This is not recommended, yeah. So now we're doing it the way that we've been recommended to. This clutch. Flywheel has been sitting. Sweet. Let's go put this bad boy on. This is heavy. Woo! Right, yep, stop there.
Just keep going off of it.
Oh, yeah. You've only got, yep, that's as high as you can go. Fuck, it's got like a bee's dick. Come on, baby, come together. This is your new home. Gearbox is now part of the vehicle. For the first time in what, 4 months?
Ages.
So Jordan helped us take the fucking 5-speed out. And we sucking him into putting the 6-speed in.
Alright, it's now the next day. You would have seen the boys manhandling the gearbox in. I was not much help, obviously. I'm nowhere near as strong as them. But just going to unbolt the rear cradle. I have unbolted the other side. Not much point filming, you can't really see anything in there. And it gets a bit boring for you guys, I feel. So we're just going to go ahead and undo this side, drop the rear cradle, pull that out. And I think we're just going to clean all under the arse end while that's out, and then go from there.
Whew. So as you see, somehow, I'm still trying to figure out how to get this camera to work. We got it out. I think I need to make it chase my face. There we go, it's way better. We got it out. Turns out it was a little bit heavier than I anticipated. I can't say I've ever done one of these. We destroyed the lino floor in the process, but that's all part of the game. So I guess we'll have to buy a piece of lino to put there, but that's all right. It's out, so as you can see, she is all out. This is about the only part that I didn't bother to clean, and Storm didn't bother to clean because, well, we knew we were doing this. So now the fun part. You ready to clean? Which is all out, so old diff will come out now. All the axles and stuff will come out. Put the new diff in. Got to take this off, so cut that off. Weld the new bracket on in the middle here. Paint it all up, clean it all up. Make it look all brand new. Put all new bushes in it. Fucking send it. We're good to go. Yeah, as you can see, slides on. Fucking trusty tradie shirt. Everything's on. It's the middle of the night. We've had one of those shocking days as today one of our neighbours decided that they were going to back into Stormy. So I guess in the next week we'll find out whether Stormy is going to stay or not. She's pretty hurt at the moment. So it's a sad day here at Crazy Garage, but we have got some shit done. I really need to get this arse end back into this car. So I've welded the IMS diff hat bush brackets on. I'm not the greatest of welders on the planet, but it's fucking on there. I think that's a pretty damn smick job. I painted it all up. I painted everything up. It's a mix match different coloured blacks because, well, I just used whatever blacks are in the shed. It was basically just to get a coat over this, make sure that it like just doesn't rust any further. I got rid of all the surface rust, all that kind of stuff. So me and Storm are just going to put this diff in, put all the bolts and stuff into it, put the twin diff bush bolts in. We're not going to put the axles in just yet, and we're not going to put any of the suspension stuff on just yet because when we pulled it out, we realized how goddamn fucking heavy this thing was. So, like if it was me lifting it, fine, but me and Storm doing it together, not fine. It was just difficult. We wrecked the whole floor in the process, as you guys seen. So we're just going to put all this back together. So just the diff in with no axles, no nothing. So we can get it up into there. We can lift it up onto our little jack thing, and then jack it up. Make sure that everything's going to work. I've moved some fuel lines because the fuel lines have gone from smaller than my pinky to bigger than my thumb. So I had to make them fit. I'm hoping that where I've run them is going to work with where this frame runs. If it doesn't, then I'll get back onto that tomorrow. Not tonight. But I'm pretty sure everything's going to work where it's going to sit. So I just need to put this on, put the brackets and everything on for all the parking brake, e-brake, whatever side of the world you're on. And yeah, get it all together. Worked out that this is still going to be too bloody heavy for me and Storm. But I remembered when I was out the back the other day, we had this laying around. So this is either going to fucking work really well.
It's just a little petty board.
Or it's not going to work at all. But we're going to try and lift this up together and put this in the middle of that so the diff is kind of sitting on that. So hopefully we can just roll it straight up onto there. If ever just you're in your business, you want to move a whole cradle, buy one of these little fucking things.
What you doing there?
Just playing with my shaft.
Yeah. Nice and shiny, is it?
So, as you can tell, I'm excited.
Look like a bit of a creep right now, but stop getting too close.
Alright, so we got to put this in. It's been pissing down rain, but it's cool enough in the shed now for us to do it. So obviously I've explained this one, GJ Driveline, one piece, 1500 horsepower rated. And apparently I just slide this end in and bolt this end in. And,
Which is good to go.
Which is good to go. So I've got all the tools that apparently I need ready, which if I need any more than that I'm probably in trouble. I'm going to load this shaft up on you. And they come with these things to lock off your uni joint. And I've already got the yoke obviously on the diff, ready to go. There we go. Just like that, mate. Right, and you get these things.
Just got to put the shaft in, mate.
Should be easy as. How do I get it past that? No, it's like 5 mil. I don't know where I'm going to get it from. Let's see. That is a fucking tight fit. It's so scary when you do this stuff because like I've never really, like I've done this once and the parts for mine haven't arrived yet. But you always worry that it's like not going to fit. Like all the measurements weren't right or... So thankfully, the shaft is the right size. put this. Like that. Oh, it didn't run away that far.
Yeah.
We put these on, so now she went bang me in the face. That was really irritating me. Oh, it's bloody still kind of
muggy.
Muggy.
So muggy.
It didn't rain enough here yet, so I'll tap it over. I think I got it. I got it. Every time she goes to find a tool for me, I've figured it out. God, that's a cool bit of kit. I've got butterfingers right now, right? I'm gonna eat one next. I won't bore you with the doing it up, but now we'll just do it up, and the next thing to go on is we'll put the exhaust on while we're under here, and then we've got a whole bunch of cool Helltech gear to go in.
What?
Alright, so as far as I'm concerned, this is the real race part that's going on, because it's Anne's Performance Race Division, so it means fast. But this is actually really cool. I kind of rate Anne's Performance. Some of the things I've got from Anne's Performance I haven't really been as impressed with, but this is pretty impressive, man. He's done a good job on this one. I really, really like this one. I never like these V-bands, but so now I'm just going to install this. The back section's installed. This is half of the middle section, and then there's the other half of the middle section. Then I need to fabricate up a dump pipe and everything for it. So for now, I'm going to get this on. Oh man, this is the fun part of the build. All the new shit, all the unboxing stuff, everything. So if you know, you know. Most people fucking know this brand. The bank hates it, but I fucking love it. This stuff's sick. So of course, we didn't go with the new dash because we got 2 cars in building. You know, be careful with me guys. But we did get the IC7. So we got the IC7 for it. I got a bracket so I can put that on there. You can get a bracket that makes this fit to the thing, but eventually we'll upgrade to IC7, so for now that's going to do it.
No.
So we've got the Helltech dash to go in. I've already got the wires from the engine bay from the ECU all done in spot. Obviously the keypad's got to go on. With the keypad, it wouldn't fit where I wanted it. I really want it to sit down here. So what I've done is I've gone and made these little brackets. So the brackets will go on there. And wherever I want to place that, which will be about there somewhere, I'll place that there, and it just Alcantara wrap these little brackets. I quite literally just found little bits of steel in the shed, cut them to size, drilled a couple holes, wrapped them in Alcantara, and they basically just almost blend in perfectly with the background of Alcantara. So I think it's going to look really neat in the car. Save us a little bit of money on buying the Helltech brackets because we're cheap ass. So follow us. I've already drilled the hole. I've done basically all the hard work. All the wiring is where I need it to go. All I need to do is attach this keypad onto here, plug it in, put that piece in, take the steering wheel off, attach the bracket to the cover on the top of the steering wheel. Once I've done that, put the Helltech dash in, plug the back of it in, and Helltech's that fucking easy that everything is just plug and play. So from there on, I wait till I have power to the car to find out if everything works.
Forgot about that.
So, we will not test it today, but we will test it. So hopefully all my wiring is correct, and when we go to turn the key on, everything works. If not, I'll be backtracking what the fuck I've done. So join us. It's late at night, so we're just going to smash this one out. This is pretty much the end of this video. The next video we'll get back into the motor. We've got to plumb it all up, put the radiator in it. Turbo needs to be plumbed up. It needs an exhaust. Well, it's got the exhaust. It needs a dump pipe to meet the exhaust. There might be some spicy stuff we're doing with the exhaust. We're unsure on that yet. Intercooler still needs to arrive. The seats need to arrive still. Bunch more things coming, but all new parts, no more cleaning, no more boring shit, all fun stuff. And then after that, obviously dyno. And let's see if we can build a 1,000 horsepower car in the shed or whether we're just a bunch of losers. Find out. So I got a little bit ahead of my cameraman, camerawoman. I've just done some pilot holes for these screws. I've also gone with black screws to make it blend in a little bit better. I just did one size smaller, obviously, than the screws. The reason why I did the pilot hole is because it's hard plastic. Hard plastic loves to crack. So while we screw these in, we pray. So that's them, and I think that's pretty damn tidy. See, the screws will be showing, but still got plenty of firmness down there. When it sits in there, that'll all lock in. So we'll go into the cart, we'll plug this one in first, and then we'll move on to the dash. Put it in first, and then plug it in, hey?
Plenty of room.
Oh, I could probably do that, screw up a little bit more. Right, so now, don't stop moving.
Not looking
Mine's
either.
not either. Oh, thank goodness it wasn't any tighter than that. So with these things, they love to punch you in the face. So you get it to there. Oh, I forgot to take this one off too. Before I get too far ahead.
This feels risky on Jackson's.
Oh yeah, that's right. There she goes. And if you don't leave that bolt in there, you do that and it goes poof, punches you straight in the face. Ask me how I know. See the Ford scar? No. So, steering wheel off. This nut's very important, or this bolt is very important, so I always put this thing back. Then I just need to get a screwdriver, undo this one. We'll take this plate here off, and I'll bolt into here. So Genius told me, and I don't know how I didn't remember this because I've just done this like a day ago. But this just pulls out of here. Like that. And then this thing should just pop out. Conveniently, we don't need that thing anymore. This thing is the only thing that we do need. Right, so I live life on the wild side, so I don't know if many people do this, but this is where I like to put this. Well, I thought it was a good idea anyway. Someone in the comments probably going to tell me I'm an idiot, but I know this is dangerous. Oh, I need something. Right. So.
Oh man, expensive flooring. There's a hole
fired.
in it.
Fucking fired. So this is the comms plug. Probably wasn't the best idea to put that on the ground there, but she was. I shoved this thing in here, and I thought this was a really fucking clever idea of me. So whenever anyone's like wanting to put a computer onto this car, they can plug their port, which is their yellow cable that comes with your Heltec stuff, straight into here, straight into the Heltec.
And if you don't know what this piece is, you'll know in a second.
Pretty much. It's very important if you have a Heltec to know what this piece is.
No, I mean the plastic
Oh, the
bit.
plastic piece?
Yeah.
So this plastic piece, right? I think it's a poor man slot, and now it's for rich man stuff. So I just put this through here. I need to run the cable upwards. Feed it to me. Come on, baby. Alright, so I run my cable upwards, up through there, up over the top, just like that.
And right in there.
And so now when you want to do it, bang, put a key in, plug your thing in, ready with your laptop. And it stays in there perfectly. Okay, so I've measured this out. I made a missed dot on my measurement. I now just drill some holes in the plastic. Why are my graphics blank? I hit the floor.
I was like, what? I was totally joking.
Okay, so now I need to get some bolts, so I'll be back. Right, found two washers. that will fit that. So now put that one back through there. That one there. Doesn't really want to be friends with me right now. That there. Get a nut on it real quick. So, and the reason I put the nut on the top side is because if you do it the other way around, it hits and fouls on stuff when you try to put this plastic shroud back in. We have the masterpiece, obviously. So, because I don't have that in there, I can put that in afterwards actually. So, we're going to put this in the car now. That part needs to pop out and that needs to pop out. So, if I get this one, he just plugs into the back of this unit here. This one here, which is that cable that connects to your computer or laptop.
Comms cable?
The comms cable? I'm very tired, guys. So that's all screwed in. Again, we're back to where we were before. Let's put these back in. I feel like it's just a whole bunch of repeats. Bang, bang, bang. This goes up here. Like that. That's nice and on there. Once everything's in place, it'll hold in. At worst, I think with mine, I put a bit of double-sided tape here. I just taped it to there so it had no rattle. But that's all on. So I put this back in the Heltex box. It's done with. And all I need to do now is put a steering wheel on and zip tie that cable up. And she's done. So that's what I'll do. We do have a new steering wheel coming, so this pesky one is going to be gone, but I need it to steer the car. So sadly, I have to put it back on, but I don't have to do it up. So they come through here. It's just your airbag wires. That will go on here. I don't care where straight is. I think it's pretty easy on the Fords anyway because it's there. That plugs in. This guy just goes down in here, like so. And then I'm not going to bother putting the airbag back in because this is quite literally coming back off again. So airbag can stay off for now. Dash is all in place. I'll zip tie that wire up and we'll call it at night. And see you at the next episode because this is it.
This is it. This is the last one.
RSN's in, driveline's in. It has an exhaust, has a transmission, has a motor, which is pretty important.
Yep.
Has some fancy Heltec gear. And the next video will hopefully be putting everything plumbed up and maybe turning the key. So there we go.